at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
the worst thing that can happen is that you just did your very best.
I didn't even know if I was doing good at what I was doing, because I would see his production numbers, and I'm at that point maybe I was bringing in 35 million. That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
You just being around his team and seeing what Matt's doing, what you're doing. For me, it's just okay. That is the norm I need to get to.
That's the Mark Christakis on the origination side, on the Matt Weaver team. But then we have the F13 side.
Matt Weaver, the #1 mortgage originator in the United States for most loans closed in 2023 and #1 in the state of Florida from 2020 to present, has spent over 27 years mastering the purchase market, earning more than 16 #1 titles across his career. Max Fisch, 2024's #1 originator in the United States under 30 and #2 in the state of Florida, achieved those titles within just 5 years of entering the mortgage industry, compressing decades of growth into a few extraordinary years. Collectively, they've helped more than 40,000 families purchase their first home. Now partners and looking to improve the industry on a national scale, Matt and Max share their winning formula, team structure, and systems with originators who want to scale from elite to extraordinary levels.
I've got to tell you, I am very, 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 now I always give everybody a very excited, okay? But I'm very, very, very excited to have Mr. Mark Christakis, or as we call you on our team, MC. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, Maximus. It's a pleasure to be here with you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's get right into it because we have some great stuff to talk through today. Okay. Just for everyone listening, quick introduction. I'm going to get right to it. You were not in the lending industry as of what, 4.5 years ago?
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
Yep.
And quickly, I think last year you did over 50 million.
Correct.
In annual production. So 4.5 years ago, know nothing about loans.
Right.
Okay. Not in the lending industry at all. To last year doing over 50 million. And now an integral part of our team, which is just amazing. So I want to hear about that. And I want everybody else to hear about that.
Fair enough.
Today too. So let's start from the beginning. Okay. What were you doing? How'd you get into the lending industry? I know you and Matt have known each other for a long time. So give us some insight on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So it started, I was doing inside sales for a different company, and I had known Matt for a long time. I also have my real estate license, so I was a part-time agent, like many of them. And I would send my buyers over to Matt to get pre-approved because I was like, this guy doesn't drop the ball.
Yeah.
And doing that for a few years, we just had a conversation one day back in 2021, and I was talking about kind of what I was working on, going through, and we spoke about the idea of potentially if he had any need for someone with my skill set to come onto the team.
Yeah.
Which I met with him and Avi, and in that conversation, I think it's when he says it now. They were asking me some questions, and Earl Nightingale came up. And I was like, oh, yeah, the strangest secret in the world. And I started talking about that.
Oh, so you already knew what that was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was listening to that virtually every day.
Oh, nice.
And apparently after that meeting, he told Avi, let's bring this guy onto the team.
Oh,
so I joined the team, started taking applications. Matt told me, if you're a PC for 6 months, you're just taking applications.
So just so everyone knows, PC. So
yeah, pre-approval coordinator.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Matt said, get in. This is the ground floor. You'll learn a lot more of this business. He's like, in 6 months, you'll probably learn what most people learn in 2 years just from the volume that they're doing.
That's incredible.
So I got in, started taking applications, did the operations side for a little bit. And then we had this idea of, starting to go on the road with Matt to watch what he was doing, observe him, and then start to replicate him. So before that, Matt was the only one going out, speaking with agents and really focusing on the agent relationships and bringing the agents to refer their buyers into the team.
Yeah.
And so I started shadowing him, listening to every presentation, writing down notes, and then I started trying to duplicate him, going out there and meeting agents and just repeating what I was hearing from him.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So we've talked many times on this show about lanes and the different lanes that we have here within our team. And so is it fair to say you were the first Rainmaker?
Yes.
Outside of Matt?
Outside of Matt, yep.
which is awesome because you came in, no knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want everybody to hear that. No knowledge of the lending industry. Okay. Started off as a pre-approval coordinator, watched Matt's presentations, watched what he was doing with the real estate agent community, his value propositions, adopted that, and then became a presenter yourself.
Yeah.
And you would say that all of those activities is what helped you achieve 50 plus million last year
completely.
in your 4th year
Completely.
in the industry.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And so as a part of this team, okay, in seeing how the different lanes are set up and siloed out and everybody's reaching extraordinary levels and self-actualization and all of these things we talk about on this show, you would say that being able to focus on one thing and remain in your lane is really the secret ingredient to being able to do what you do.
Oh, completely. Completely.
That's great. I mean, I think that it's so important for everybody to hear that because sometimes when we look at the mortgage industry, it seems as if the barrier to entry is very difficult.
Right.
And it seems like, hey, I want to get into the mortgage industry, but I don't know anything about financials and I'm not sure how I'm going to learn. Here's the key though. You identified early on, here's what I'm good at. Okay. I'm good at creating relationships and being an ambassador for what we're doing for the community here. And you just focused on that.
Yep.
It's as simple as that. And you do that to this day.
Very simple. Very simple.
So talk to me about what your daily activities look like. I mean, you're calling, you're strengthening relationships, you're working on presentations, all of the above.
That's it. Yeah. It's exactly my day. So I don't dive into loan files or anything in that whole world. I stay in my lane. I'm just spending my days talking with real estate agents, giving them updates on statuses that if they already have, someone in the pipeline with us, or I'm cold calling agents. I'm following up with past leads or someone who came to one of my events where I presented and maybe they're not referring us yet. So I'm following up with them. And my days really consist of just being on the phone with agents and trying to talk with them about strategies, what we bring to the table, and get them to refer their buyers to us.
That's awesome.
And that's all I do.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
So that's the Mark Christakis on the origination side, on the Matt Weaver team. But then we have the F13 side, which is the consulting company that Matt started a few years ago with some of the top originators across the country.
Right.
Okay, we've heard from some of them even on this show. And so tell us about the role you've played in that, because you're the head of exposure for Floor 13 for F13 Consulting. And I know you've been a big part of the growth on that side of the company as well. And so tell me about some of the things that you've seen within that company that just blow your mind.
Oh yeah, with F13, I mean, it's there's nothing like it. I mean, there's really nothing like it. And to be able to get involved and share with these other originators who are at the top of their game and show them things that I'm doing as a Rainmaker on the team to help them and their branch elevate even a little bit higher it's so rewarding to watch them listen, apply it, and then see the results that come from it.
Yeah.
So it's very humbling, honoring to be able to be a part of that. And the funny part is I never really, it's almost, I don't say second nature, but when you're amongst the team and you're seeing what Matt's doing and then you start doing your own thing and building these relationships, it kind of seems second nature. But then when you share it with F13 members, a lot of it is things that they haven't thought of doing or a different way of approaching something that they wouldn't necessarily have thought to do if you didn't articulate it to them.
It's so interesting you say that because sometimes being a part of this every day, I think this is what I'm hearing you say. You get desensitized to how unorthodox it actually is in the industry.
Oh, completely.
This isn't the stuff that we're doing and talking about is not industry standard. And it's easy to get so desensitized to that when you're around it every day. I've even heard F13 members say the same, that being a part of F13 now and thinking the way that we do and doing the things and rolling out the value propositions to the real estate agent community, it's hard to think that we ever did it any other way.
Right.
As originators.
Right.
And you've had the blessing of never having to do it.
So I don't know what I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember going to Matt probably a year ago, and I didn't even know if I was doing good at what I was doing, because I would see his production numbers, and I'm at that point maybe I was bringing in 35 million, 40 million, and I remember going to him and saying, I can't tell if I'm doing good or not. I feel like I could be doing more and getting better. And
Yeah.
because I was only familiar with what he was doing.
Yeah.
And then he broke it down for me. Like, this is,
Yeah.
the production level you're doing are definitely,
Well, I told you the same thing. I don't know if you remember this. When I first joined the team, I remember talking with you and we had a conversation. I said, "So what was your production last year?" You're like, I was hoping to do more." And I'm thinking you're going to say, something really low.
yeah,
And you were like, "I think it was, about 52, 53 million." I'm like, "What?" Like, I don't think you understand how good that is.
did it.
But that's a special thing. That's a special thing because we talk about the concept of not chasing a volume number or a unit count and just chasing number one. And it's not that everybody's going to be number one.
Right.
It's just that when you chase number one, at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
the worst thing that can happen is that you just did your very best.
Right.
And so when you're constantly chasing that, it's a cool feeling. And that's sort of how I feel about your production is you have no idea what good is, okay, out there in the factory. So you're looking at 52 and you're like, well, I should be doing 100.
Right. That's 100.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
So it's that mindset. We draw the analogy. Matt's talked about basketball a lot. And he says, at the end of the game, when the team knows that they're down, they play very hard.
Right.
Okay. And he says, well, if they just played that hard the whole game, then maybe the result would be different.
Right.
But I upped the ante. I upped the ante last time we were talking. And I said to him, well, what if they didn't even know the score of the whole game? What if they didn't know time? What if they didn't know the score at all?
That's more accurate.
And the goal was to just score.
Right.
And when they told them that it was over, now you can see the score and see where you landed.
Right.
Could you imagine that? How entertaining sports would be?
Oh, that would be wild. That's a really great idea.
It would just be playing hard from the very, very get-go.
Yeah.
And again, I feel like that's what you're doing in the Originate.
That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
You just being around, his team and seeing what Matt's doing, what you're doing. For me, it's just, okay, that is the norm I need to get to.
Yeah.
Without thinking much else about it.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
And so now, okay, so the origination Mark Christakis, the F13 and floor 13 Mark Christakis. Okay, now let's talk about this third thing.
Okay.
F13 to date has been some of the top originators in the country, all achieving extraordinary levels, multiple hundreds of millions, multiple hundreds in units, closing successfully funded every single year. Okay. Now, our mindset has always been, okay, so we're serving this top originator. How can we help with our value propositions, our scripting, our mindset, etc.?
Mm-hmm.
How can we help originators get to that level?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I'm excited. You know what I'm going to say?
I don't know where you're going.
I'm excited because starting this August,
Mm-hmm.
we're rolling out Become 13.
Yes.
Which is F13 Consulting's newest program to help originators become
Right.
13. Okay, become F13 floor 13 material. It's all within F13 Consulting, but it's the idea of helping originators scale their business to extraordinary levels. Okay, and then continue to help them scale as a part of floor 13, which is awesome. But here's the cool part. I'm sitting with Become 13's newest coach.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
So cool.
Which is awesome.
So excited about this.
Yeah. And so you're really, because nobody can speak better to what we do here as a team than someone who was the first Rainmaker.
Right.
That followed Matt around, that saw everything that he was doing, okay, and knows it like the back of your hand. And now you're going to be helping originators do the same.
Yeah.
All over the country.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm excited.
I'm so excited. It's an honor. It's a blessing. And it's so nice even just having some of these conversations already with some of these members.
Yeah.
And seeing how just little things that you share with them, what a difference it makes in their trajectory going forward. So, yeah, I'm super pumped about this.
Well, there's a lot of anticipation.
Yeah. It's going to take it to another level.
Yeah. And what's cool about it is, what makes this unique is that people are going to be, or originators, I should say, are going to be coached by someone who's on the court.
Right.
You're doing this.
Right.
It's not like you did it 10 years ago.
Right.
You're actively doing this and growing your business, which is unique because in typical coaching platforms, okay, in various different businesses, it's people that did it a long time ago.
Right.
But you're doing it now. So
There's nothing like this.
yeah,
There's
so
nothing.
that is what I'm really excited.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for you, man. Thank you for
Of course.
everything you do for our team, for being on here, sharing,
My pleasure.
all of the above.
This is awesome. I'm excited.
Now, thank you, Mark.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
At F13, you're not just joining an Originator consulting company. You're joining an elite group of originators, all chasing number one, challenging each other to think differently, to think in an unorthodox manner. So visit think13.com to learn more about F13 Consulting so that you can scale your business to extraordinary levels. Thank you for watching.